I'm gonna get back to that story, Sonny. Just, just you listen to Boomer Great One. He's gonna tell you about how it was back in the olden days, back before fire, back when we walked uphill for everything. In fact, we didn't even have a concept of downhill because there was no downhill. Everything was uphill. We thought that was normal. We didn't even have a word for it because there was no alternative. It was uphill all the time. You just need to reach down and grab yourselves by your bootstraps and pull yourselves up, Sonny. Because when I was your age, I bought a house for $25,000. And I made that money on my paper route and bussing tables at the local cafe. And if I could do it, you can do it too. You just need to reach down and pull yourself up and just buckle up there, buckaroo. God, I hate boomers.
So kind of like Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption is one of my favorite video games. Red Dead Redemption 2 is not one of my favorite video games because animal cruelty. And I had to bathe and clean my horse. You'll get a like Die Hard, like usually the first iteration. There's rarely a sequel to the masterpiece that lives up to the masterpiece. Ghostbusters, another perfect example. And Ghost of Tsushima, which many thanks to my listening audience, many of you recommended that, and that was an honor and an unreal honor and pleasure to play. That was a phenomenal thing. Everyone should play that game. It was spectacular. Bravo. It markedly improved my life. And so when they said, okay, Ghost of Tsushima 2 is coming out, all right, yeah, like literally all you have to do is just more of the same. You don't have to add bullshit. You don't need, just give people more of the same. And so I did not have high expectations or hope of the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, but it was announced. I think Sony had a thing. And he said, okay, the sequel of Ghost of Tsushima is going to be called The Ghost of Yotei, or Yotei. I don't know how it's pronounced. I apologize for all of you in Japan. And I was like, oh, cool. We'll see what that's about. And then the guys I listened to, and they have every right to be cynical. They have every right to be suspicious because the people that are in power of our creative industries, whether it's movies, video games, comic books, or what have you, they cannot help but put political bullshit in there. They cannot help it. And a lot of people are like, oh, you're prejudgmental, da, da, da. So I don't know how this came up on the internet, but the voice actress for the protagonist, the hero, is a woman in this one, which I'm okay and sometimes not okay with. All right, it's a gal. They looked into her. Do you do a background check? Or do you just not care? This is a question for Sony and all these. I don't even begrudge the actress's name is what? Erika Ishii. I don't even begrudge. You can have your politics of whatever you want. That's fine. But in the olden days, when businesses created a product, any product, they would generally avoid a handful of things: politics, religion, I think even sexual topics. There were like 3 third rails you weren't supposed to talk about in polite company, and I understand that. And people had the good common sense to know not to do that. And whereas there was a little bit of hope, Ghost of Tsushima was apolitical, unless you were, to this day, you're cheering on the Mongolians from 1200 AD. But that aside, it was pretty apolitical. I think it was completely apolitical. It was nice. And you got to enjoy your product. And either out of ideological brainwashing or bad training that you got in business school, or you guys are worthless, talentless hacks, all you got like 3 tools in your toolbox: subscription service, cut costs while you cut quality, but charge the same, bro. Carbon footprint, ESG, DEI, and you're too stupid to think these things through, that you actually think politics. It's even beyond DEI. I can understand, disadvantaged groups, let's kind of help. Okay, sure. I can see the logic in it. I would disagree with it because it's not meritocratic. But you don't get this basic fucking idea to keep politics out of your fucking products. And with Rachel Ziegler destroying Snow White, and any of the possible profitability of that, well, there's zero profitability chance of that happening anyway. You go and you don't do a background check on people that you hire. It is literally like I go to a restaurant and there's the maitre d', the person who the greeter, I guess is called a maitre d'. Like, where you tell them, okay, you got to tell them about leftist politics, and it's all leftist politics because only leftists are stupid enough to put politics into shit. Okay, I take that back. Christians trying to do Christian rock and Christian rap. You're right. Okay, that was 40 years ago, 30 years ago, and it didn't work and they stopped. What don't you get? So without a background check, you now hired an actress, which people did look up because they had every right to be suspicious about. And because here's the other thing, we don't want to spend $70 on a woke propagandist piece of shit. We don't want to give our money to people that hate us. And I think a lot of it is nobody wants to get their hopes up because you keep fucking over your audience because you guys are worthless fucking verminous dipshit scum. Unless you're truly that stupid and thought shoving politics of any variety, but it always goes left, is somehow a good idea. Or you don't know to set everyone the fuck down and say, hey, no fucking politics, you're shutting your fucking mouth. If people ask you questions, you just say, nice, here's your words, or you don't go out in public. There's this, well, you could barely call him a journalist. There's a journalist. He talks like this. And he's gay, which is fine. But he always says, is this the most gay show ever? That guy, the guy I'm talking about, like he's having his balls stretched all the time. What do you think? Is this the gayest thing? Is this the gayest? Well, what, acolyte, whatever it is. That guy's always there. You say, oh, that guy's going to be there? Yeah, we're not going there. You're not talking. You just say no comment and you move on. Matter of fact, we're not having you show up where all these dipshit wannabe journalists are going to be there to ambush you. We're going to make a great product for everyone. It's going to be enjoyable, but it's going to be fun. And we're going to hire people that don't have a bad track record and mouthing off on the internet of any flavor of politics, but this obviously shock, it's leftist. Because we're going to say, how much? What are you spending on Ghost of Yotei? How many hundreds of millions are you spending on this? So they did the research and they found out, of course, you go back in her Twitter, she's anti-American, anti-cop. And I'm just so sick of the mouthy political young people. So fucking sick. I mean, you could go be that, go ahead, but then don't be a public figure. Don't go be an actor or an actress. And so now we got questions. Okay, you hired someone who obviously does not like America. It's debatable whether she likes white men or not, but I guess that's funny cause du jour. If you want, look up Endymion. He just did a video on it. He went through a bunch of the tweets, and I'm not going to recite them. But this is somebody let's put it this way. This is someone I vehemently disagree with politically. And I would say it's up for debate. She's anti-American. Don't know if she really likes white people. That's a different discussion. She definitely hates cops, and I think she's anti-civilization, which is a different discussion. That's just me. It's just my interest. I'm not buying your product. I don't think I've ever seen it. I don't think I've ever had a product where the product that came out that I first consumed was pinnacle, was, I'm going to say life-changing. I'm trying to find the word as to describe how much I love Ghost of Tsushima. But y'all thought I was pessimistic and jaded. I get a kick out of it because I always keep proven right. but yeah, I didn't have hopes for this. I did, so I wasn't let down. But I've never had it go from one experience to so indifferent about something, like complete hell yeah, this was the greatest thing to fuck this shit. No, I'm out. And so let me tell you why I am personally not buying Ghost of Yoti. There may be reasons for, like, for example, you can have leftists create good products. I think Hogwarts Legacy is an example that obviously had a leftist bend, but is still a good quality product. This may be a good quality product, but I'm done. Let me explain to you why I'm done. Okay. One, yes, I am sick of the girl boss bullshit. If for any other reason, the law of supply, it's economics. It's too much. There's too much. It's not unique. It if this was Ripley in Alien and it was a unique person or Laura Croft, something original, no, I'm afraid is just indicative. Let's throw a girl. Video games, but paint by numbers. Checkbox list. So already I'm thinking the creative value here is lower than what it was for Ghost of Tsushima. And yes, I'm just sick and tired. Girl, fuck off. Fuck off. I don't care. No, I don't want to play a girl. I don't. Wasn't against it before until you start shoving it down all of our faces. Now I'm done with it. Don't care. Because of her mouth and because you decided to go girl boss, now I'm suspect the entire project is corrupt. This is correct. It may not be. This could just be one actress with her God-given right to have political opinions and express them. Fine. Okay. But you didn't do any background check? I find that hard to believe. But you know what? I bet you don't care. There's something that tells me now it's going to be woke. And now we get a question as to how big is the turd and how big is the punch bowl? And I'm going back to, I don't care if there's a little rat turd at the end of a very large punch bowl. There's a turd in the punch bowl. That's why I stopped watching Invincible. It was like this little turd like Amber. Amber is not canon. You just jam that in there to have a fat, sassy black girl, which, God almighty, could you at least give the black girl a little bit of credit? And like, oh, well, she's an engineer and accountant. No, she's a justice studies major. Fuck off. I don't care about your show anymore. But it's really good and they're all, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. There's a turd in the punch bowl. I'm not drinking from it. Same thing with Hogwarts Legacy, where it's a really good game, and after, I don't know, it was like, oh, are they bi-curie? I no. Of course, my house got hit by lightning, and then I lost my game. I was like, okay, I'm done with that. Now, let me try and teach a little business to you executives, whoever's in charge of making this. Now, you have made a significant percent of your audience who is fucking sick of politics in their games have to question whether or not there's going to be politics in your game. And given the track record of the creative industry, we're just going to assume you're strapping on another dildo and you're going to fuck us in the ass again. I don't know if I would, whatever the budget is, I got to imagine this is a $200 million game, $150 million. Heck, if it was 10 million, I'd be like, whoa, this is some serious money. We better make sure we don't fuck up this project. Matter of fact, if I was managing the project, let's say you said, Cappy, you're right. You're a business guy. You got common sense and wisdom, which has been thrown out. We need you to save the studio. I'd say rule number one, you don't tell anyone I'm working for you. Matter of fact, I go by an alias and I contract through a third party. Because if my name's on it, everyone knows I'm a right-wing libertarian type of guy. All right. So you're gonna lose half your audience, or at least those who politically care. Yeah, you don't want my name on this. That would make sense because you are spending lots of money and you want to make it successful. Well, you got to explain, and yeah, okay, but Cappy, they get ESG dollars. Yeah, I've done the math on that, and I don't know how many Disney movies or Concords or how you're losing money. I don't care if you save 2% on your financing because, oh, we checked all the boxes. When you lose 80% in sales. And this is not a call for having politics of the right put in this. People don't want politics in their fucking products, including the individuals associated with it. Some people may be able to, okay, everyone's got the right. No, I'm done with it. I would have it 5 years ago, but well, they're allowed to be a Democrat. They're allowed to have it. Well, yeah, and they still are. But you're not getting my money now because you keep fucking shoving it in everyone's ass. So now we got to wonder, is the project... by the way, for all you executives and leaders, like, I love how Ubisoft now says, we're not trying to push an agenda. Meanwhile, you go to Ubisoft's website. Maybe they took it down, but it's like, we have a program for non-white males. Like, literally, go look it up. We're not pushing an agenda. Well, totally not. So you're more than willing to lie about everything. And so, yeah, everyone has a right now to say, we'll fight. But that's what I'm saying. You're not going to fool us. You don't have to hire Sweet Baby. Like, you can make sure this is all at the end of the day, your product comes out. We're going to take a bite into it. A couple people are, and people are going to report back. They're going to say, yeah, this is a turd in the punch bowl. This is where people like Critical Drinker and Nerdrotic and all the gaming geeks and game, all these guys do everyone a great service because they prevent us from spending our precious and finite time and money. I think above all else, saving us hope by going out there and sampling it for us, saying, no, that shit is poison. So you could go, oh no, it's not. No, we swear, totes my goats. Scouts honor. It's totally not the wokesies. We totally don't have an agenda. We'll find out. We'll find out. You're like, what is your strategy? You make absolute woke horse shit, then everyone rejects it, and then you come out, we don't have an agenda. I gotta know about that. I think it was the CEO of Ubisoft. Third, generally consolidating everything I've said before, people are just sick and fucking tired of you fucking assholes ruining our fun with politics. Knock it the fuck off. Just as people don't want to have Christian messages or conservative rah-rah politics in their messaging and the movies, we don't want leftist shit. I don't care if that's all you have in life. I don't care if you don't have a family. I don't care if you don't have anyone to love you in life. I don't care that you don't have no talent or skills and all you have is your leftist fucking psychotic cult of politics, right? No one wants it in their fucking fun. And the fact you didn't do any scrap, right? What we could just look at, and now there is the point to be made. Okay, if you're in the creative industry, they're going to lean left anyway. You're right. You're right. How are you going to find it? How do you going to find people who aren't going to be mouthing off? It's a paradox you all face now. At least, I guess, in the olden days, the lefties in Hollywood would shut the fuck up about their politics, or if they would, they do it a slightly intelligent way, make it a point. But what was it? The guys who did Lord of the Rings, they said, we're not gonna put ourselves into it. We're gonna recreate to our best ability J.R.R. Tolkien. I gotta imagine there are some lefties on the production of Lord of the Rings, but you know what? They didn't have their dick swinging out about it. Fourth, I'm sick and tired of anti-American assholes. Fuck you. Fuck all of you. You think you're so fucking edgy. Ooh, all cops are bastards. Oh my God. It's fascist. Everyone I disagree with is a fascist. Fuck off and fuck all of you. Cappy, they have the right. Yeah, you're right. You do have it, but I have the right to say, I'm fucking done with your shit. They like to stick their dick in a little bit into your asshole. Like, well, okay, see, you know what? You don't understand. People do have the right. Yeah, you're right. And I'm done with it and complete. Well, come on, Aaron. It can still be a good game. It can still be a good game. You know, but they had just, so what? There's a little political leftist messaging. Yeah, and it's always anti-American. It's so boring, so basic, so non-intelligent. It's the shit my teachers and professors said for me to say. And it's always whiny and complaining that you're injustice and then you're oppressed and you have to work for a living. Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I mean, it'd be one thing if you came to that conclusion on your own, but you're just regurgitating what your fucking loser, hippie, boomer professors and teachers told you. You're not smart. You're not intelligent. And you're fucking conformist. Oh my God, I said the thing all the powerful institutions of the country said for me to, and fuck America. Am I right? OMG, the patriarchy. Like fucking buzzword after buzzword after buzzword. You're not even fucking human. You're just a fucking robot, an NPC. Human genetics, an operating system that's no different than the fucking Borg. And I don't know if you notice, we're in the United States. Country's done pretty fucking well. It's got a great fucking track record. Yeah, I know there's been some mistakes, but fuck you. One of the greatest forces in the history of the world for good. And fuck you if you don't like it. Only reason you guys do that because you're a bunch of lazy sacks of shit who don't want to work. That's it. And by work, I don't even just mean financially. You don't want to work at having any kind of fucking value in your life. That's an accomplishment or an achievement. It's always, oh, I was born this way. Oh my God, I'm so great because I have brown eyes, or I'm left-handed. Oh my God, I'm so impressed because of the right-handed, non-brown-eyed people. Everyone is sick of your childish fucking shit. And that includes you old fucking gray-haired pube assholes who should fucking know better. Oh my God, you're so edgy, man. You're anti-American. Are we going to make fun of Ward Cleaver and June and Ward Cleaver again? Oh, how fucking edgy was that in the late 80s? Where's it gotten you? And frankly, finally, I'm not supporting people that hate me. Whether it's anti-white, anti-male, anti-American. She is explicitly like all cops are bastards, unless that was misquoted, which will change it. But I'm just sick and tired of anti-civilization. Just so you can let's tear down civilization because it's cool and I'm too lazy to build anything. I'm so sick of you people who think that trait-based politics is the most important thing. And, hey, look like, I mean, that is true racism and sexism. Just because it goes a slightly different way doesn't mean it's any different. And I'm not supporting people that hate me. Whether you're Democrats or socialists, I don't get the same thing. Yeah, you're right. I'm not supporting a Democrat. I'm not supporting a socialist. I don't care if everyone else is a fucking conservative Republican in this project, which they're not. And I'll bet my left nut that when this comes out, you're going to see some political corruption in it. I'm done. Fuck you. I'm done. Go ahead. Spend another $200 million. Slam on what, roughly 65% of the population, which would be white people, half of that, which 32.5% is males, which disproportionately make your population. But if you throw in the anti-male of all races, so now you're slamming on half the fucking population, because girl boss. And you know, it's not even that trick. I bet you everyone's just so fucking sick and tired of the same bunny out of the hat trick, and it's not a bunny out of the hat trick. Paint DI, look, do you see it? Do you see it? Fuck you. I mean, it's gotten so bad the game could be good, and people are tuning out. They're tuning out. I'll tell you what I told the creative industry about this being a hobby for privileged liberal white women. Okay. Look, you want to make a political statement about oppression and then take the $250,000 or whatever this is going to cost and just go put some disadvantaged groups of people, whoever you're advocating for politically in this, go get them a scholarship to a trade school. Start a trade school. How about bail some of these people out with student loan debt? I did the math, like you could afford the super aggrieved group that based on the acolyte who it was made for. You could have bought all those people houses. It's a small niche, but you could have bought, but just do some good with the money. Okay. Help out the people you actually want to help out with, but don't go through this convoluted process of creating something that you claim to be fun, sticking your dick in it, saying, oh yeah, it's totally, I just pull that pube. Oh, that pube is good. Oh, you're anti-pubist. Oh, how dare you not like pubes in your ice cream? Oh my God. It really is like that. We could call it now, just some ice cream store. The talentless fucking hack of an ice cream maker sticking his dick in it. I don't know why. I don't know what motivates you people nowadays. he gets some of his pubes in there, and people are like, hey, there's pubes in the ice cream. And not just the guy who runs the ice cream store, but the whole fucking internet and the entire ice cream. Oh, you're an anti-pubist. You should be pro-pubes in your hair. Fuck off with your crap. Your fucking political crap. And you know what? If you want to advertise to lefties and wokies and people on the trait bait politics, by all means, go ahead. Please do that. Let me know when the modern audience shows up and Twitter likes turn into like there's a 1-to-1 exchange between Twitter likes and $1. You let me go ahead. If you want to make political stuff, go make political stuff. You want to hire political people, go hire political people. But don't be surprised when no one buys your fucking trash, your fucking propaganda. And I feel so bad. I got to do another video. I got to go on with Chad here in a little bit. I feel so bad for you Zoomers and alphas and younger millennials. You've had no culture, man. You've had no creative works. Like when we were young in my day, we had Back to the Future. We had the A-Team. We had, kid movies, sure. Ghostbusters. Die Hard. We had it, man. We had works, and the video games. Oh my God, all the Halo. I guess I'm a little old for that. You guys got nothing. All you got is political horseshit. That's all you got. Leftist political horseshit. And rarely is it good. Rarely is it good. So I'm sorry for you young people. This is all you get. Oh, and the message you take away is like the only thing good about you is the way you were born. Fuck what you can do. The exact opposite of what the civil rights thing was for. All right, I'm going to do super chats very quickly. Holy shit. No more super chats. We're going live in about 5 minutes with chat. Colin K. Damn, they got Kathleen Kennedy. They all do. Nonstop Dre, $2. Ubisoft screwed Assassin's Creed Shadows will fail. Yeah, a black guy in what is it? Shogunate, Japan. Fucking who's in charge? Concord cost Sony over $400 million. Right. Oh, by all means, you blow millions of dollars. I already did the cost-benefit analysis of what we could have done to help out people if we didn't have woke politics in our products. Wisdom, $2. Carmen, put a chicken in and make it lame and gay. Dre, $2. Wheelchair handicap Assassin's Creed will be next. Dre, $2. I bet the next Call of Duty have an all-female cast. No one's buying these games. It's scary. They might drive kids to go outside and play. Wisdom Vision Productions, $5. Thanks to Wokies, my intuition is razor sharp. I can smell bullshit a mile away. When in doubt, err on the side of caution. Goodwill's out the window. We'll find out. It's only going to take a handful of people to play the game, say, oh, yeah, it's woke trash. If it's not, God bless. But I'm just going to assume. Colin K, $2. Press X to girl boss. Press Y to re. Michael Van Denberg, 5 Canadian. We'll take 5 years to turn gaming around, 3 from it. No, it's going to take 10 years. It's going to take 10 years. Because who's in there? There's no talent anymore. It's going to take at least 10 years. It's like America ate a horrible diarrhea food. We just got to pass it through our system. It's going to take 10 years for some new non-political. Oh, they could be political. They just got to be smart enough to shut the fuck up about it and stop putting pubic hair in our ice cream. Nonstop Drake, $2. My rule is if it's made in the West, avoid it 100%. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you at all. Wisdom Vision Productions, $5. They call me a madman when I said hardcore gatekeeping is a necessary evil. Who's eating humble pie now? Last laugh is mine. I'm never listening to people ever again. I've never been told the truth in my life by anyone in America. Nonstop Drake, $2. Make gatekeeping great again. Moy free lifestyle, $1.50 for a super sticker, which unfortunately I can't see. Colin, $2. I hear the main villain is based on Ronald Reagan. What a Ghost of Yotei? What? Wisdom Vision Productions, $10. We had a good thing, you stupid SOB. We had everything we needed and it all ran like clockwork, but you just had to blow it up. You and your pride and your ego. Hat and Clogs, $2. Thank you, Wisdom, for the $10. Get yourself some Haagen-Dazs, mine, say. UWU. Thanks, Hat. And Ken Rose, $2. Thanks, Ken. All right. I'll be on with Chad here in a little bit. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.